Democratic Senator Bob Menendez has been charged by federal prosecutors for acting as a foreign agent of Egypt. Now, news of his alleged corruption scandal broke 2 weeks ago, and he has resisted calls to resign, even though dozens of members from his own party have called on him to do so. However, let's get to the superseding indictment here. The superseding indictment filed in Manhattan federal court accuses Menendez of violating the Foreign Agents Registration Act, which requires people to register with the United States government if they are acting as an agent of a foreign principal. As a member of Congress, Menendez was prohibited from even being an agent of a foreign government, even if he did register as one. You know, as a lawmaker, you're not supposed to be in cahoots with foreign leaders or foreign business people. The indictment says the conspiracy occurred from January of 2018 through June of 2022. It alleges that in May of 2019, Menendez, his wife, and a business associate named Wael Hana met an Egyptian intelligence official in Menendez's Senate office in Washington, D.C. During that meeting, they allegedly discussed a US citizen who was seriously injured in a 2015 airstrike by the Egyptian military using a US-made Apache helicopter, the indictment says. Some members of Congress objected to awarding certain military aid to Egypt over that episode, and the perception that the Egyptian government was not willing to fairly compensate the injured American, according to the indictment. Now, here's where Bob Menendez comes in. Apparently, shortly after that meeting he had in Washington, the Egyptian official texted Hana that if Menendez helped resolve the matter, he will sit very comfortably. Hana, the indictment said, replied, "Orders, consider it done." And remember, Menendez's home was raided. During that raid, investigators found bars of gold. They found a ton of cash, lots of questionable potential evidence that could help the prosecutors in this indictment. I mean, he's so incredibly corrupt, and this is a separate corruption investigation. It's separate from the one he faced back in 2015. So he got caught with his hand in the cookie jar before. He got super lucky in that there was a hung jury and prosecutors dropped the charges. Let's see what happens this time around.
So I want to read you one more thing from The Guardian before I light into Menendez. The indictment said that while Menendez was chair of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, he took several steps to secretly aid Egyptian officials. They included ghostwriting a letter to fellow senators encouraging them to lift a hold on $300 million in aid. He was also accused of passing along information about employees at the US Embassy in Egypt. That is disastrous. And transmitting non-public information to Egyptian officials about military aid. Yeah, so in other words, he got the gold, he got the cash, and then he did what he was asked to do for Egypt.
How is this not treason?
Look,
let's just keep it real. How is this not treason?
So look, when there's discussions, allegations, rumors, whatever you want to call it, about Jared Kushner giving over our allies within Saudi Arabia, and then MBS maybe Mohammed bin Salman maybe killing them, and he's certainly imprisoning them, etc. I don't know that that's true, and there should definitely be an investigation of it. And then Jared Kushner got $2 billion from Mohammed bin Salman right after the elections. Someone should definitely look into that. So that is a different level because people got killed. But this is right below that. So nobody got killed here, but he's telling them who works at our embassy in Egypt, are you insane? So whether you call, I don't know the reason I gave that example of Kushner is that I don't know that it rises to the level of treason based on those kind of metrics, right? Was American national security betrayed, etc. But it's a good question. It's a fair question, right? And definitely a foreign agent. Now look, they had to prove all this in court, but there is no deep state. That's a right-wing like conspiracy theory. And the deep state isn't like, okay, let's get Trump because we're all Democrats, but let's randomly pick on that one Democrat. No, he did it. Let's put it this way. He's very, very likely did it, okay? So now, what should happen to Menendez? Open and shut, where's the conversation? Should drive him the hell out of the Congress. Maybe, metaphorically, tar and feather. I mean, they should get together in the Senate, and both Republicans and Democrats should chant shame, shame, shame until Bozo the clown leaves the goddamn building, okay? He's going, no, I'm not leaving, so what? You know why? Because he's power hungry. He knows if he steps down, he has no power base left, and then he's gonna have to deal with the Justice Department, and he's probably gonna go to jail. So he's desperately clinging on to power. So you have to force him out of power. So there is one hero in this story, and it's John Fetterman. So Fetterman is a colleague of his. In the past, every Democrat's like, oh no, our colleagues are the most beloved, important things in the world, way more important than our voters, right? And Fetterman, we told you, populist, progressive, he's back. So he's like, no, he should definitely leave, and we should drive him out. He's like, where's the question? This is not even a close question. Drive him the hell out. He doesn't belong in the Senate. Thank you, Fetterman. For at least one senator, I'm Bernie too, but Fetterman's stronger and louder on this, saying, get the hell out of here, you corrupt pig. So this is what makes the American government a joke. When Republicans and Democrats do over the top corruption, ridiculous, insane corruption, but colleagues, we hate your colleagues. When is it gonna get through your thick head? That's why we don't like the establishment, because you defend this obviously corrupt guy. He got caught before too. They all knew he was a corrupt piece of crap. You think Schumer didn't know? You think the other Democrats didn't know? But colleague, their little club is so much more important than their voters or the rest of us. Drive him the hell out. Obvious.
If you enjoyed this video, that's because of our members. They make us independent, they make us strong, and they make us honest. Become a member today by hitting the join button below.